Final speaker is McNiel. Nick came to Friends in 6th grade, measuring 4 feet 10 inches. Proving my theory that in order to be a class speaker this year, you had to grow at least 18 inches while at Friends. Nick, congratulations on your height. All kidding aside, inside this tall young man is a person of exemplary empathy, wisdom, warmth, and integrity, and we all know about his wonderful quick wit and his talent for comedy. It's unparalleled. And while he expresses his talent on stage for our amusement, it's really his passionate zest for life that invites all of us every day to be part of his journey. He challenges conventional wisdom, and he seeks a path to a kinder, gentler, and more inclusive world. It's an honor to introduce to you Nick McNiel, class of 2013.
Good morning. Shh. Class of 2013, students, parents, teachers, grandparents, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews. This is the day you've all been waiting for. The day we've worked so hard to see. The day I give my first commencement speech. For those of you who don't know, I am Nicholas McNiel, and today I will be speaking to all of you about the perils and pitfalls of drugs and alcohol. I'm just kidding. Miss Mayer did a great job of illustrating that already. Now, while researching commencement speeches, I noticed that the speakers often receive a mortarboard, some nice robes, and an honorary degree. 1 for 3 isn't too bad though, I guess. Friends Academy was founded in 1876 by a wealthy businessman named Gideon Frost. Being part of the internet generation, I often wonder what life was like those 137 years ago. Was there a senior parking lot for horses? Was telegraphing allowed in class? Did Doc Sullivan have a full head of hair? We may never know. But what we do know is that the school was founded on the principles of respect, learning, and community service. That our school colors, in keeping with the Quaker testimonies of peace and friendship, are blood red and gunmetal black. Now, let's move 130 years forward to my first experience with Friends. My mother and I drove up to the Dolan Center for my first day of the Artists Institute. For those of you who don't know, the Artists Institute, or AI, is a summer camp where children explore the arts, gather in circles, and give lots of hugs. Really an excellent introduction to Friends Academy. As we approached the group of my fellow campers, I instructed my mother to take another loop of the Dolan Center parking lot, for good luck. And then another. Then another. You see, back then I was incredibly shy, and nothing was scarier for me than to see a group of children of my age having fun and socializing. After an 8th loop of the parking lot, I wittily quipped that this was not Friends Academy, but rather Fiends Academy. Now, I know what you're thinking. He was even funny back then. But that's not the point I'm getting at. When I did finally get out of the car, thanks to the prodding of my mother, I met new people and had a genuinely fun time. But after those 5 weeks, I was still shy. And to add to that, I was also short, awkward, quiet, and had virtually no friends. But look at me now. I'm tall. I'm tall. After the camp ended, I made my move into the middle school, a time marked by polo shirts and braces, where I discovered more and more that I was in an incredibly judgment-free space. I was able to focus on my academics while being able to explore my passion for the theater, and I even made some friends. Really. Actually. Dad, stop laughing. As each month passed, I felt more and more confident. I began to open up to the grade and meet new people. Everything was good. Then came high school. And I started taking more risks. I acted in plays, I joined new clubs, I cut Miss Gary off at a stop sign. And as the days passed, I only regretted the things I didn't do. So this year, when I was asked to perform a scene in a wig and a dress, I said yes. I wheeled onto the stage and smeared red lipstick onto every area of my face. For me, it was a new experience. For Mr. Morris, it was just another Friday night. People laughed, I had fun, and no one got hurt. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for the last bar mitzvah I attended, but I digress. Some risks pay off, some don't, but that's what makes it fun. I'm not here to talk about me, though. I'm here to inspire you by talking about me. Now, when I was first told that I would be speaking at graduation, I treated my speech with the same dedication and commitment that I or any of my classmates would give to a large essay. I started it last night. And as I sat in front of my computer sipping on 3 double-shot macchiatos, I couldn't help but think of how I could have benefited from a little planning. In all my 7 years at Friends, the most valuable thing I've learned is how to make an outline. It's pointless to start driving if you don't know where you're going. Planning takes time and patience. It's like a game of chess. I'm not very good at chess. And I know we've all heard this before, but planning really does make a difference. In the beginning of my high school career, I was an average student who got mostly B's. But by the end, and with a little planning, I had become a slightly above average student. And that makes me very proud. My parents, not so much. At the end of my freshman year, I made a plan with my parents that I would try out for the golf team in the spring. I worked all summer and winter, and for the past 3 years, I've had the honor and privilege of being on the boys' varsity golf team. And it has taught me so many lessons about respect, patience, and hard work. I also learned that golf is a lot like child rearing. It's difficult. It's not for everyone. And it's not about how hard you hit them, it's about connecting at the right place at the right time. Really. So when you have something that needs doing, start it early. Staying up till 2 a.m. working on an essay or studying for a test or writing a commencement speech is just a bad idea. And the result will probably be not good as could be others. Also, editing is a must. I'm sure this will be even more true as we matriculate into our institutions of higher education. I hope someone's writing this down, by the way, because I'm certainly not saying it again. But I wasn't chosen by my peers to tell jokes. No. I was selected to speak about Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe's quantitative easing and fiscal stimulus plans. His loosening of the money supply caused the Japanese stock market to soar 80% in 6 months. But before we go into the macroeconomics of the Japanese economy, which we certainly could discuss for hours, I think there's a direct correlation between Abenomics and the future of your graduates. Parents, I'm speaking to you. Let's explore this. Quantitative easing, aka loosening the money supply. I think I speak for all of my peers when I say this will definitely work for us. Now, I know what you're thinking. Bond market jitters have pulled back the big gains in the Nikkei, but that's not the point. This is not the time to be stingy. We are your future. Look at what you've given us so far. A nearly bankrupt Medicare fund, Social Security falling to pieces, and Obamacare? What's that going to cost us, right, Joe Macy? I get it. You guys made the mess, and we will clean it up. But we need the tools to clean it up. Laptops, backpacks, iPods, iPads. Gonna need a couple of those because those walk away. New wardrobe, dress for success, that's what I always say. A few $1,000 should cut it. Unless you're Ronnie Bhandari, of course. But possibly, most important of all, don't let us make that fatal mistake. the mistake that leads to the most overused commencement joke of all time. Don't let us move into your basement. This is embarrassing for all of us. Take those dollars you used to spend on tuition and buy us a house. It will give us a sense of pride and accomplishment knowing that we have not bought a single thing our entire life. You see, we need to be dependent before we can become independent. Now, of course, you've already given us more than we could have asked for. You gave us everything we need to succeed. You made us feel comfortable. You said it'll be okay. You said I'll take one more loop of the parking lot. You've put us in a community where we can flourish, a place where we feel comfortable being ourselves. And for that, we are forever in your debt. Now, seniors, we can start repaying that debt. We can repay it by being successful and happy. When I spoke about the burden facing us, it wasn't all in jest. These people really have made a mess. And whether we like it or not, it's still our burden. There's no doubt we have a lot to take care of. But let's not forget what we're really here to do. We're here to have fun, we're here to take risks, we're here to make memories, and we're here to be happy. Some people say that high school was the best 4 years of their life. If in 10 years these high school memories are the best you have, something has gone seriously wrong. Now is the time to think about those next 10 years and what they're going to mean to us. Let's begin thinking with a moment of silence. I got it. Did you feel it? Friendship. That's what we need to get through this next decade. Friends, and not just any friends, these friends. For me, it means spending the next 10 years with people I care about. It means taking risks, knowing that if I fall, I have friends that will help me back up on my feet. So if any of you need one more loop around the parking lot, I'll be there for you. Before I leave you today, I'd like to give you one more piece of information. My contact information. And when I friend you on Facebook, just accept it. It's the waiting that kills me. I want to thank you all for asking me to speak today. It has been a true honor. I hope you all make some great memories. Please don't hesitate to call. And congratulations to the class of 2013. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Could someone throw me Nick's diploma? And I would like to know, Nick, how you found out what I do every Friday night. This is an extremely embarrassing moment for me and Mrs. Morris. Well, it's, I don't know what to say, and I'm not going to say anything else. But we have come to that point with this amazing group where I'm going to ask them to remove the tassels on their caps. Give me a thumbs up when you think you're just about there. Over here? What are we doing over here? We got them? Okay, let's have you all stand. Everybody stand, and I'm going to do a 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to give those caps a little throw in celebration. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go!